What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Now, we haven't been doing tutorials in a long time, and today's the day we're going to bring some of that back. And right now I am at BCS, on the BCS server. If you guys want to check it out, I'll leave the link in the description. But I am on this very beautiful island of Islemore, and we are going to be doing a tutorial on, actually it's right over here, and Islemore is right over there. Very nice church. But we were going to be doing a tutorial on this really cool sort of like shrine or decoration. It's got like a little statue on there. Now this is the kind of build, and I make a lot of these builds where it's just the small thing that you could put on a spawn or a castle or even like the backyard of a house. It's kind of like just a small decoration just to spice your area up a little bit. And it's very simple to build. You can even do it in survival. It has all the components except for an anvil. Those things might be a little expensive, but it's all there, and we were just going to dive right into it. Alright guys, so this is basically everything that you will need. Now keep in mind that there is a statue in the middle, but you will not need this. So if you don't want it, you don't need some of the materials, including the anvil, which is pretty expensive, relative to all these other materials. Now what you'll need first is some sort of log, all types of a certain type of wood. Now when I say that, you could use any type of wood you want, it doesn't matter, it's going to be the same shade, a different shade but the same thing, nothing's going to change. And a slab of a different type of wood, just for contrast like I did in this build. And then you'll need fences of the corresponding wood that you just used, and I used spruce, then again, more contrast. And then here we get materials that you'll need for the statue right there, except for the cobblestone fence. That's just on the top, on the spire right there. But you'll need an anvil, a cobblestone fence, andesite or any kind of stone sort of block for the statue's body, lever, and then a custom head. You could use a skull, but then again, I use the custom head right there. But that is basically it. So let's just dive right into it. Teach you how to build this. Alright, so the first thing that you're going to want to do is take your spruce wood and sort of make the outline of where things are going to be. So just make corners here, and then it should make the formation of a very small circle, and then just build that up another block, just like that. And then what you're going to want to do is just place spruce blocks here, and then fill that with some sort of random block. I'll use cobble. So then after that, you're going to want to take your oak slabs and just put them around like this. Now you could use blocks, but in a survival scenario, I feel like using slabs would be more efficient. But you can use whatever you want, and then just surround that with another layer of oak slabs, just like that. Alright, so that is basically the base right there, and then the statue is gonna go in there in the middle. Actually, we're gonna build that up one more block. Oops. Just like that, and then you can fill that in. Now you can fill that in with cobble, and then this is where the statue will be. So once you have that done, what you're going to want to do is take your dark oak planks, just build up like that, and then after this, it's gonna be pretty tricky, but just place stairs upside down, sort of like that, and then just kind of build off the other stairs until you all have stairs kind of facing outwards like that, just like that. It's all good. Alright, pretty simple. So then it should look like this. Haven't gone to the hard part yet. So after that, you're just going to want to place the stairs on top of these sort of pillars that were growing out, and then it doesn't really matter how high they are. They could be as low as basically 5 blocks, and as high as 8, but I'm going to choose 6, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the same thing with these other ones here, and you always got to make sure that they're on the same height, just like that. It's pretty tricky, especially like flying around like that, but it's all good. I think that's 6. Let me use my handy dandy wooden axe. Looks like I don't have all that. Let me just turn my chat on. Let's see, chat settings right there. Alright, so hands only. Okay. Yeah, so 5, 6 like that. And just place them up high like that. And then you should have basically what is your sort of base. Now we are going to get to the hard part, which is basically the last part, which is the spire. Alright, so now it is time for the spire. So it is relatively simple, but it does get pretty tricky with the woodwork. So the first thing you're going to want to do is just place 3 blocks up like that on each side. Very, very simple. Just on each one, make sure they're 3 blocks high. Just gonna place off the other ones. And then now what you're going to want to do is just place a single stair block underneath. Create sort of an arch effect like that. So now what you're going to want to do is actually fill that in too. That'll be nice. And then this is where the spire part comes in, where you just place stairs on the sides. First step right there. Just like that. And then place blocks on the sides as well. Doesn't matter where the stairs are facing. They just have to be upside down. And then blocks in between, just like that. So now you have the bottom developing like that. And then just stairs above. Like so. And then do the same thing over here, where you place blocks on the top. And then on the side like that. So looks like that. So as you can see, we start developing the shape of the spire right there. So now what you can do is, this is pretty kind of like the thing that I do. I just put a little T here, just like that. Then you can fill it in as you want to. I might as well just fill it in now, but like, you know, if you're running low on resources, which, you know, it shouldn't, because, you know, wood is pretty cheap in survival. Once you're done with that, you want to just place stairs on the sides like that. And then it just looks something like this. Pretty simple, pretty simple. And that is, oh, and you will actually need a slab right there. Actually, no, you don't. Just remember, you don't need that there. And then you put just fill this in right there. So now you can see that the spire is almost complete, but we have to add that small part. And in order to do that, just place blocks up like that, and then around like this. And then just put stairs in between like that, upside down. Pretty simple, pretty simple. And then now end that with stairs up, right side up like that. So now you have like a big spire and a mini spire. It's all looking good. And then just place dark oak slabs on top like that, and end it with cherry on top, which is a cobblestone wall, followed by 2 fences of your choice, whatever you want. And that is basically it for the spire. That's the hardest part. Got through that. Looks really nice. Actually, you can raise this a little more. 2 blocks is good. There we go. Now we have a sharper look. So yeah, that's yeah, the lighting's a bit weird, but yeah, that's basically it. Pretty simple. But we still got one last part left, which is the statue, which is pretty easy. Just put a stair there. Not a stair, an anvil, and put your head up there, and some arms as levers, and that is basically it. That's how you make one of these really cool little design things. You know, I've used things like this in the past, and you know, it really does make a difference when it comes to like small decorations like this. But you know, that is basically it. I hope you guys found it really simple and helpful. If you guys like this video, then be sure to like, comment, subscribe. We got a lot of cool stuff coming up. We're reaching that 200 subscriber mark, so you know, can't wait for that. We're gonna have a lot of cool events for that, including the really cool time lapse, and we have a lot of cinematics coming our way. So stay tuned for that, and I'll see you guys later.